Good morning and happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. I myself am also a veteran, and I'm going to explain why I left social media for about a week. I'm insulted. I'm incredibly insulted. I'm insulted by the fact that the now president-elect has been reported by a four-star general to say that he has been in the room with this person, with Donald Trump, and he said a person that thinks those who defend their country in uniform or are shot down or seriously wounded in combat or spend years being tortured as POWs are all suckers. Hi, I'm a sucker. I didn't get shot down, but I did sign up to protect your right to take away my rights. A person that did not want to be seen in the presence of military amputees because it didn't look good for me, quote. A person who demonstrated open contempt for a Gold Star family, for all Gold Star families on TV during the 2016 campaign, and rants that our most precious heroes who gave their lives in America's defense are losers. I'm insulted. I'm very insulted by that. I have a family of veterans, and that seriously bothered me. And then this, I know it's been talked about so many times, but there you go.
I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and she was married. No, Nancy.
Yeah.
No, this was and I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where there's some nice furniture. I took out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch. But I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony and she's totally changed her look. I've got to use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the I can do anything.
I'm insulted. No, because you're rich or famous, you cannot grab me there. I'm insulted. This gives way to a list of women who, 26 women who have said that they have been sexually assaulted by this person, and he's actually been found guilty. I was offended when he first said that. When he said that E. Jean Carroll was not attractive enough, she wouldn't have been chosen to be raped, is what he was saying, then I was offended once again. And when he claims that he didn't even meet her, didn't know her, and she wasn't attractive enough, yet he said this.
In your June 21 statement that's marked as Exhibit 20, you say, and this is the Litvin tweet, I never met this person in my life.
Yes.
So you're saying that at the time you made the statement that's in DJT 20, you were not aware of ever having met Ms. Carroll. You have since seen a photograph that shows you with Ms. Carroll on a receiving line.
Along with a lot of other people.
You have in front of you a black and white photograph that we've marked as DJT 23. And I'm going to ask you, is this the photo that you were just referring to?
I think so, yes.
And do you recall when you first saw this photo?
At some point during the process, I saw it. That's, I guess, her husband, John Johnson, who was an anchor for ABC. Nice guy, I thought. I mean, I don't know him, but I thought he was pretty good at what he did. I don't even know who the woman, let's say, I don't know who, it's Marla.
You say Marla's in this photo?
That's Marla, yeah. That's my wife.
Which woman are you pointing to? No.
Here. Oh,
The person you just pointed to was
I
Jean
see.
Carroll.
Who is that? Who is this?
And the woman on the right is your then wife,
I don't know.
Ivana?
This was the picture. I assume that's John Johnson. Is that
That's Carroll.
Carol? Because it's very blurry.
Yeah, he couldn't figure out that that wasn't his wife. What? So, okay. Yeah. And then this.
That regime before they get a nuke, Mr. President?
Well, I don't necessarily know that you have to, but I think that we are in a much better position. Had they followed Biden's advice, they would be waiting for a bomb to drop on them. But fortunately, you know, Bibi calls me quite a bit, and we have a lot of talk. But I always say, make up your own mind. But Bibi has his own opinion.
I don't like the fact that he said the regime didn't have to end. Now listen to this part.
But if I were the president, I would inform the threatening country, in this case Iran, that if you do anything to harm this person, we are going to blow your largest cities and the country itself to smithereens. We're going to blow it to smithereens. You can't do that.
Okay, a murderous regime, you can kill a general, but you will bomb all of the cities? Those are the people who are trying to get rid of the regime. Those are not the regime. So why will you bomb all these cities, killing millions of people? No, if you wanted to do something, there are specific mullahs that you can target, but not the people. So I'm going to go back just a little bit to the sexual allegations. There is, please listen to what Jeffrey Epstein said about Donald Trump being his best friend.
He is charming. He is able to convince people. So he tells everybody what they want to hear.
So how do you know this?
Donald's close to straight.
He has a sense of humor. He can be funny.
He's great. His ability to sell. It's very much like Clinton. Both Bill and Donald have the ability to go over to a fat, ugly woman, say, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So you probably know he has scalp reduction. Because he had the same male pattern woman that we all have. He's not a horrible human being. He does nasty things to his best friends' wives. Anyone who first tries to gain your trust and then uses it to do bad things. That's how it goes.
Now there is a young lady who has not been named, and she said that Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump both raped her repeatedly. And then there was somebody who corroborated her story, saying that she actually recruited her into the Jeffrey Epstein island manor. I don't know where it happened. The young lady did drop the charges. There was allegations that she and her mother were threatened. She was 13 in 1995 when this happened. So yeah, she might be lying, I guess. But are all 26 of the people, actually including his ex-wife who said that he raped her, are they all lying? And you tend to ask, why don't these women come forward sooner? Or why is it this, that, and the other thing? Well, the young lady said that she didn't even recognize Donald Trump until she saw him on television. So she didn't know who it was. But you're treating the victims like they're garbage by saying, I don't believe you. I don't want to give your story any credit whatsoever. Victims of rape and sexual misconduct, I was nearly raped, and I, through the skin of my teeth, stopped it from happening. I actually had told the man that I'll be back right after work. They'll be looking for me, so that I could get away from him. And this is the first time I've ever said this publicly. Why? Because it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing thing for a woman. So yes, I am insulted. I want to talk a little bit about the economy that everybody keeps talking about. First of all, if you watch the graph, the economy was going up and up and up and up in the Obama administration. I'm going to address economy. So I want you to note that the economy was going up from Bush to Obama, and then it was continuing to go up. Now, if you don't know anything about economy, what you put into effect continues over the course of time. So we were riding high on the Obama administration's economy, and it tanked after COVID happened. And then I remember 2020 with KKK and skinheads and all this stuff being given the right to talk about their beliefs. I was shocked when that was not stopped. You can't. There are no good people who want to hang another person because of the color of their skin. They're no good people. No good people. I'm insulted by the thought that someone would think that. I'm very insulted by that. My father was chased because he was dating a white woman. They were going to kill him. I'm insulted. Now let's talk about the economy. Economy is going up and up and up, right? Tanked in COVID. Somehow the watchdogs of the pandemics were gotten rid of. That department was gotten rid of. Could it have stopped COVID from raging? Don't know. We'll never know. Okay. Some people have yelled about this cost of price of gas. The president has nothing to do with that cost. Inflation is actually down, except for the fact that companies are raising their prices because they can. The US GDP in 2023 is higher than it was in 2022 and is a return to the normal economy after COVID. The 2023 US GDP is 27.3 trillion, a 6.3 increase from 2022. It increased in 2022 by 9.1. In 2020, it declined from 2019 by 1.5. If people are saying, oh, we were safer under his administration, well, that's not exactly true either. Violent crime has been falling in the United States since 2024. They returned back to pre-pandemic levels. Property crime has been declining. Murder rate in the United States increased in 2020, but preliminary data for 2023 suggests that it has reduced significantly. Larceny theft has increased by 7.4, and motor vehicle went up the most. Burglary decreased for the 11th consecutive year in 2022. And the decline in crime may be due to local governments returning to pre-pandemic levels. Okay, I read a lot off. So these are the things that I've been hearing. I'm going to let you know that if the tariffs do occur, already prices are going to start going up because of President-elect. Tariffs, my friends, are what you pay for. You put a tariff on China, it doesn't affect China, it affects us. So in case you don't understand that, there are parts that are only made in China, by the way. The United States stopped making it. It wasn't financially feasible for them. Those parts could potentially go into what you're using here. Then, when we put a tariff on China, China raises their cost. That raises the cost to the companies buying from China, which they'll do because they can't get it anywhere else. As a matter of fact, President-elect Trump, his Bibles that he's been selling, they're from China. So that the price goes up for the company, the price goes up for us. As a matter of fact, if you go through economics here, just listen to this.
It's pretty well established within the economics profession that tariffs equal higher prices for consumers. We just went through a 2-year bout with inflation from the end of the pandemic until about mid-2022. And we learned, it's obvious Americans don't like inflation. And so, I am worried about an administration that comes in and does what President Trump has said he's going to do, which is just jack up tariff rates across the board, and not in a targeted way, like Joe just said, but in a really crude, across the board way, which just means higher prices for Americans. So I'm obviously, as an economist, very concerned about that.
And then I hear, well, Kamala wasn't qualified. What did she do? Okay, well, let's read a few things. She cast the tie-breaking vote for the American Rescue Plan. Do you remember getting money? She passed the American Rescue Plan, resulting in $1.9 trillion in an economic stimulus. She extended child tax credit. She extended unemployment benefits. She passed the $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill. She secured funding for electric school buses. She has, I'm trying not to read them all. She passed the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act. She chaired the National Space Council, visited NASA. She expanded for migration limitations. She led diplomatic missions to Guatemala and Mexico to address those migration issues. I have a list of, let's see how many I have. 84 things that I can give to you right now, if you want the list of things that she has done for the United States. I am offended to hear things like she did nothing, a one, and two, which I actually saw. I'm offended that you think that a woman president couldn't handle the job, because what if she has her period? She's 60 years old, my friends. She hasn't had a period in about 5 years. No, sorry. You are passing reproductive rights and you don't even know anything about it. I'm offended. So that is why I left social media. I am offended that someone that I look at his actions, his behaviors, his closest allies who said, no, this is not somebody you want in charge, and you would rather have him than a woman. I'm offended. So delete me if you want to. I don't know what else to say to you. I am hoping and praying that things don't go as wrong as it looks like it could go. Because, as a veteran, I signed up to protect the United States, to protect the Constitution. I see Christian nationalism as a threat to democracy, just as I saw when I was 13 years old, the Islamic Republic going into power as a threat to Iran. They brought Khomeini in, believing that he would make the lives of women better. Look that up too. The women thought that he was going to make their lives better. And we all should look at what happened there. I'm going to read what I wrote to a friend. The imposition of religious doctrine through political power might lead to the erosion of personal freedoms, such as limits on free expression, dress codes, reproductive rights, and other areas of private life. Islamic Republic overdrilled, destroyed their land. The water is not good to drink, and they're killing the Asiatic cheetahs, among other animals who are going extinct. It looks like the same thing's happening here. And I'm offended as a veteran that I signed up to protect our land. So I'm just going to end it there. That is why I left social media. And I hope that you have a good Veterans Day.